See, I'm behind the U.S. Supreme Court building. I was actually on up top on the stairs, but one of the officers came and said, "You can't have your tripod up here." There were so many days when I came out here, and you can actually walk up into the gold doors before they stormed the Capitol, which is across the street. So now they have these safeguards in place, which I understand. Some of you may or may not know, or some of you been watching my social media. I've been posting and reposting about being a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient as of April 2024, April 20th to be exact, because of the work I've done in education. And a lot of times people don't know what you do and how you do it and why you receive what you do. But there were so many days when God put me on a mission to go and pray for the schools and like physically go and pray for them. So I was praying for them before I actually would go to physical schools, before I got other people to partner with me to pray for physical schools. And I would come out here on these steps and go up to those gold doors so many days to pray and believe God for this academic system. And while some people say, well, we really haven't seen a whole lot of changes, or, the things that's happening right now are not necessarily what, a person of faith or maybe a believer would believe for, but we're still believing God. And I remember I would come out here on days when it would be raining. And God told me one day, he says, a bad day in the natural is not a bad day in the spirit. And so you got to keep praying and you got to keep believing God for whatever you're believing for, whether it's in the academic system, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your finances. And so in July, this June 2024, I just finished up 20 years of public education, 20 years teaching in the public schools. I started off in North Carolina, where I'm from, now living in Maryland. 2 years I went back into the classroom, and the last 2 years I've been rated highly effective. Why? Because I have learned strategies and tools, resources, mentors, coaches, programs, personal development, professional development to make me become, the great educator that I am. So now my whole mission, my whole goal now is to provide students with quality education by training leaders and educators to have quality relationships with students and to have quality pedagogy. And so I'm excited to invite you guys to 20 days for 20 minutes in the month of July, professional development with the student teacher. Look for the posts, look for all of um, the information that's coming out. Obviously, after the 20 days, it's a free 20-day workshop. After the 20 days, obviously, I invite you to become, if you want to be a part of my mentorship program, if you want to do VIP client days, if you want to just, for me to come a little bit closer to you to help you get through a year that could be challenging at times. And so, after 20 years, I realized I'm cut out for this now. It wasn't about 20 years, but I realized that now is the time. I was looking at my notes on Friday, and I realized that in 2017, I wrote this stuff down, that these are all the things I'm going to do. And here we are 7-8 years later. I'm ready, I'm prepared, and I'm waiting for you. And so I hope to see you guys, new, novice, beginning teachers, in the month of July, 20 days for 20 minutes every day with me, seminate the student teacher, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a good crazy. Let me say it's going to be beneficial to you. It's going to be uplifting. It's going to be encouraging. You'll be able to implement everything I teach you every single day. You'll be able to implement that day. Now, again, if you're a new novice beginning teacher, if you're a seasoned teacher, if you're a tenured teacher, if you're a bad teacher, take you some time off the rest this summer, because if you've been in education, you know that this is time to rest, to recoup, to repair, to fix, to think, but also take care of you. And so we'll be talking about all of that during the 20 days for 20 minutes with the student teaching. So I love you guys today. Be blessed in Jesus' name. And to all the fathers, again, happy Father's Day.